Hi, I'm Dave Epstein. This is Growing Wisdom, and my neighbor has been very kind to me. She just had a deer fence put in, and I got the remnants. And so we're going to take this, and I've got an area out in the back of the house where the deer are getting in, and it's between two fences. There's a little bit of a gap. So I'm going to sort of work with some deer fencing, and we're going to talk about protecting some of those ornamentals from the deer, which love to eat them all winter long. So out to the back we go. You want to secure the deer fence to trees throughout your property. Now, if you don't have trees, I'll show you in a second, you can use posts. Luckily, I've got enough trees scattered about here that we're just attaching the deer fence and meandering through the property. If you had a professional do this, this would go a lot faster and be a lot easier. But I'm just using some tacks here to tack this right to the tree. It won't hurt the tree. You could also use a staple gun. And the key is just to get this secured to the tree nice and taut so that it stands up. So we've done this section, and we're just going to continue to do section by section until we meet the fence in the back. We could also use posts, and that's the next thing we're going to do. We're going to put a post in the ground because I don't have a real solid tree there. You want to get this secure in the ground, and then you can just attach the fence to the post. Now, what you should probably use to do this are probably those plastic ties that a lot of electricians would use, or maybe you have to secure your computer wires. I've got some twisties here. That'll work, but these may rot out after a while, so I might want to replace them. Then we're just going to continue to go along here, securing things, either using a post or the trees, and meet that other fence in the back. Now, this is kind of the handyman's way of doing things. Let me show you what a professional one of these looks like. All right, so we've come to see how the professionals do it. And this particular homeowner, they've got this great fence. Now, obviously, that's not a deer fence, that's just a regular fence, but the deer fence is attached to that. It's got some great eye hooks in here, so instead of using those staples that we use, they used eye hooks. There's also another guide wire, a very strong wire down low, and that's going to really help this fence if any trees or branches fall on it. When the deer fence first goes in, tie something bright like these white tags to the fence, because the deer aren't going to know it's there at first, and you don't want the deer running in and hurting themselves. The purpose isn't to hurt the deer, it's just to protect your plants. And eventually you can take those down. They'll know that the fence is there. So this is a professionally installed deer fence. It will also keep coyotes out too, so if you have pets in your yard and you're worried about coyotes, another great way to protect your pets and the rest of your family from those animals. And also this little U on the other side of this fence, deer want to eat that, but there's not a deer that's going to get to that. Not this year, not any year with this strong fence. Come back every week for all of our tips, hints, and helps here at growingwisdom.com.